Alright, everyone. I just figured I would go over, or make a quick video going over the two new characters that were announced. Um, to be joining DC Dark Legion. We're gonna start here with the first character. As I'm sure a lot of you have guessed already, this is going to be Arsenal. Um, Arsenal is a character from the Arrow team. I know him mostly from Red Hood and the Outlaws. He's also in Young Justice. Pretty. I know a lot of people like him. I'm excited because I think it's just another character for the Outlaws team that hopefully we get in the future. Um, just to give my boy Red Hood an actual team that he can go on since he just officially got benched from Bat Family. Um, okay, so yeah, basically back in early beta days when the collection feature was first added, I think at that point, I don't like we either were about to get Deathstroke or Deathstroke hadn't released yet. So, like this was before anyone had ever gotten Deathstroke. In like December, when the collections feature was added, basically all the unreleased characters you could see their skills and you could see like their teams and their and whatever. So that's how I have all this information. I have Arsenal, I have Starfire, I have Martian Manhunter, which are the three characters we know for sure that are unreleased that are like 100 without a shadow of a doubt coming. Like those three characters will be released: Arsenal, Starfire, Martian Manhunter. We got confirmation for the first two, and Helen has gone on record multiple times saying Starfire is coming out soon. We'll get into that later, or at another future point in time. Hopefully, when she gets revealed soon. So yeah, I'm gonna start with Arsenal here. He's an arrow character, obviously by the giant bone arrow. But he is a regular mythic, or he was. I do need to put a disclosure out before we really dive into this and say that these character kits I have are not guaranteed to be the final version. These can 1,000% change. These can definitely just be completely wrong. I don't be completely wrong, but they can like I've seen. For the most part, they're pretty consistent, but like a skill or two will be completely different. So don't use this as a will I or won't I summon a Martian Manhunter. Use this as a I want to get excited to see what's coming in the future kind of video. So I'm just gonna put that out there just to cover bases here. I don't want to instill FOMO. I'm not trying to say these are gonna be broken characters. I'm just giving you the evidence that I think, to my knowledge, I'm one of, if not the only person that wrote these down when they leaked. Leaked in quotation marks. They were put out in the game for everyone to see. So yeah. Anyways, long ramble out of the way. Let's get into it. Okay, so Arsenal is regular mythic, so that means he's just gonna be in the bleed general pool. It's not sure if he's just gonna be added to like Martian Manhunter and then added everywhere else later. I don't know. That is above my pay grade. I don't know that. I would assume and I would hope that he is just straight added to Mother Box general pools and the Bleed general pool. But, yeah, so he's a regular 10-shard mythic. He was a firepower character, so a ranged DPS like Green Arrow, obviously. And he only had the Teen Titans team at the time, but if you look at the hint on the Bleed calendar in the main server, Helen did mention that Martian Manhunter would be introducing a new team, and she also stated a couple times in general chat that Arsenal would be on that new team. Now, what is that new team? It's a little iffy. The clue says an all new tag team outside of expectations or something like that. And the thing that makes the most sense to me, even though it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, is actually going to be Outsiders. This is one of the few teams where Arsenal and Martian Manhunter, while on different iterations of the team, fell under the same team. It is a little sketch because, like, you'll see Martian Manhunter. He is in the 5 of a Kind arc. He's here, and then in the literal next arc, he quits the team. A little sketch, and he's also under Batman's Outsiders, whereas Arsenal basically makes a new version of the Titans with Nightwing and a bunch of people. It literally says, put together a team that they're not emotionally attached to. They just put randos on this team that they don't care about because, Donna Troy and Omen died in the previous arc for them. So, they aren't on the same version of Outsiders, but it's the only like, team that those two share that makes any sense. Also, a lot of the characters that are common in this game, or on this team, I'm sorry, like already show up in the game. Like you have Batman, obviously made the team. We have Red Robin. We have Aquaman, Arsenal's coming, obviously. Batgirl, Catwoman, Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter, Nightwing, and Starfire coming soon, and Wonder Woman. So, you know, yeah, most of these characters already have 2 teams, so it'd be a little sketch. Green Arrow might get thrown on this team. He could be number 3. But yeah, so this is what my guess. This is my prediction for the new team. Not gonna, that's not confirmed, obviously, but that's my guess. Anyways, long ramble out of the way. Arsenal will most likely be on Titans and the new Outsiders team. He is a weapon master and he deals physical damage, so very similar to Green Arrow, but instead of just he's gonna have Teen Titans. So then if we go over to champion skill info, this is my spreadsheet, by the way, where I record pretty much a bunch of information off the game. We can see Arsenal skills. So his ultimate was called Reign of Destruction, and it deals physical damage equal to. These numbers are probably the biggest thing that I would take with a just completely disregard these numbers. Honestly, for the characters that aren't released, those are the least set in stone out of everything. Anyways, deals physical damage equal to 245% of his attack to random enemies. So this is kind of like Green Arrow's second skill, where he does he shoots the arrow up and like a rain of arrows falls in like a circle radius. That's what this skill is, but just better because it's an ultimate, obviously. Alright, his first skill is on target. This one is where he gets his gimmick in this. Deal physical damage equal to 115% of attack to an enemy. He then leaves a signal arrow, which remains for 6 seconds on the allies, or on the enemy. And whenever an ally hits that enemy with the signal arrow, the ally recovers a set amount of energy. Only one arrow can exist at a time, so it's a little bit of a balance there. But it'll be very good against Devastator and other single target bosses. I think he'll be a huge addition to countering those teams, 100%. His second skill is called Bomb Arrow. Deal physical damage equal to X% of attack to enemies within range. So what that is to me, if I remember correctly, is he's going to shoot one arrow at one person, and it's going to explode and do splash damage to a bunch of enemies around him. I don't know if they're all going to take the same damage, or if it's he hits the direct target for 100%, and then he hits the splash damage targets for 50%. I don't know. We're going to just have to wait and see when that comes out. So he gets a bit of AoE damage on top of his already heavy single target damage. And then his third skill is called Acrobatic Attack. When allies attack marked enemies, so enemies marked with the signal arrow, they gain a 4.5% attack bonus for a few seconds. So yeah, he is almost like a pseudo support, I would say, for not even based on team, just whatever you plug him in, whatever team you can plug him into. He's not tied behind being on a specific team. He doesn't have any team specific bonuses like some of the other characters. So he's definitely gonna be he's gonna be pretty plug and play friendly. He's gonna act like a not budget, but he can kind of do a little bit like what Cyborg does in a sense, but instead of actually making he's gonna buff your allies up a lot with energy rate up and attack up. So assuming this is the version that comes to the game, he looks like he'll be a very solid he's definitely gonna bump Green Arrow down in the tier. I think Green Arrow I've already talked about it a bit in the server. Green Arrow is fighting for his life to stay in A+ tier at this point. He's just, unfortunately, we've hit the point where legendaries are just getting power crept out of relevancy. We saw it when Mara got nerfed. We're seeing it with Green Arrow, and I'm sure we'll see it with Wonder Woman relatively soon. They just unfortunately cannot compete. I mean, it was bound to happen. They said they aren't releasing any more of the rarity, so eventually they'll be obscure, but hopefully there's some chance. We know a legendary character is getting upgraded. Hopefully there's a chance that they can do that for more characters. Anyways, ramble out of the way. Arsenal looking strong. Looks like he's going to be a solid plug-and-play addition to any team. He's adding to the issue that Titans have, where it's a bunch of characters that are very good at doing their own thing, but don't really have a lot of synergy. So hopefully Titans can get it. I hope Starfire is that synergy character that Titans need to tie them together, because they're really just lacking that right now. Alright, and then the next character we have, I've already had a bunch, Martian Manhunter. This character is different than Arsenal because he's going to be a limited mythic character. We've known that. He's been teased for a while. You've been able to see him in the collection, or in the Champions tab. So yeah, we've known he's coming for a while. He, just like Hawk Girl, this is the first time anyone will ever be having this character. Nightwing was in one of the betas, and I think Sinestro was the start of new characters, completely new characters for everyone. But he is another character that no one has ever had before, and I think he is I think Nightwing was the last character that was a character anyone had had access to before. The characters from now on should just be entirely new characters that no one has ever seen before in any form. So yeah, he's going to be the new Mythic Plus character. He will be in your banner. He will be on your server after Nightwing drops. You can see he should be week 18 to 22 of the Bleedy calendar. He'll come after Nightwing. He is a Mythic Plus character. He's a warrior, so same tier as Batman, same tier as Harley Quinn, Hawk Girl, whatever. Justice League is his first team, and his second team will be the new team that he's adding. Again, I think it's Outsiders, but don't hold me to that. He's a metahuman, and he does spiritual damage, which is very good, because aside from Green Lantern, he is the first damage-focused character to deal spiritual damage for Justice League, which is a very good buff that they will need to compete. Yeah, so let's get into his skills. His ultimate is called Hranmir Ascendant. He gains super armor and attack up, firing a ray every 4 seconds, dealing spiritual damage equal to 360% of his attack to enemies in a circular area lasting 15 seconds. This is ridiculous. If this comes to the game, we're going to start to see a big wave of power creep if future Mythic Plus characters have ults like this, because he's getting 2 buffs. He's getting super armor, which means he can't be targeted during it, or he can't be stunned. He can't be stunned out of this ult. He is gaining attack up. This skill was for 0 stars, by the way, like just base. Every 4 seconds, he deals 360% of his attack, so that's 1,440% of his attack. He does that, so yeah, 4 times he's gonna shoot 4 rays that deal 360% of his attack, so that's 1,440% of his attack in 15, 14, whatever. That is insane. For 0 stars. We'll see. Even if he and he's also gonna get the attack up, so it's gonna I'm not trying to give anyone FOMO or say, oh, save everything from Martian Manhunter, but I think if even a chunk of this skill makes it live, this character will be top tier. This character is gonna be an S tier. But we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Alright, his next attack is called Psychic Punch. He deals spiritual damage equal to 350% of his attack and gains a stack of Martian Valor for 1 second. I forgot to record what Martian Valor does. I do have a video from back. I have an unlisted video back from when these first leaked, which was how so I could write these all down. I will pin a comment. The top comment should just be what Martian Valor does, and there should also be a link to this spreadsheet, so you guys have access to it. I forget also, if I remember, I'll also include if it's AoE or single target. I don't remember if this attack is single target or not. But yeah, I mean, he's currently falling under what Batman wishes Batman could be. He seems like he's just gonna kind of hard replace Batman in the Justice League team, unfortunately. Alright, so then we have his second skill is Martian Resilience. When directly attacked, he gains 30% damage reduction for 10 seconds on a cooldown of 15 seconds. So yeah, whereas Batman would de-aggro here and then your backline just explodes, he's just going to sit there and tank it even more. So yeah, already looking better. And his last skill is League Support. When there's 2 Justice League allies on the team, he gains a fixed chance of 100% to gain 5 energy every time the enemy ults. So this is going to combo disgustingly well with Flash. So say you're running a Superman, Martian Manhunter frontline, your Flash is going to ult, give him 5 energy, give Superman ult, Superman's going to ult, and then your Martian Manhunter's going to get another 5 energy, and that's going to just be happening constantly throughout the battle, and he should just pretty much just permanently ult, or very close to it, unless they make his ult gain I'm sure they're going to make his energy gain rate really slow, just to kind of counterbalance the sheer power of his ult, and then the amount of energy he can gain. So we'll have to see. I mean, again, obviously these are just placeholders. A lot of these were placeholder text just to, just for coding purposes. So take everything here with a grain of salt. But I think Martian Manhunter is going to be really good, and I think Arsenal is also going to be a solid free to play upgrade from Green Arrow in a lot of senses. So, yeah, just thought I would kind of come out here and just show you guys, you know, um, what these characters could potentially look like. Maybe, hopefully build a little hype for you guys, get you guys excited. I don't know if Arsenal will be available to everyone. Will just be added to the general pool for everyone, or if it's only for beta servers. We're gonna just kind of have to wait and see. But I'm hoping he can just get added to everyone's bleed pools. I think that would just make, like, he's I think it's totally fine to just add the regular mythics to everyone's server. But yeah, look out. I'm gonna start making more videos. I found the inspiration again now that I'm on summer break. And also with obviously the content creator program popping up. But yeah, I just figured I would kind of, give you guys a little sneak peek on what these characters could look like, because I think I am the only one of, if not the only one, again, who wrote these down. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.